Hello everyone, I hope you're well. Today I am so excited. This is best Christmas reads, best Christmas gift books for children, adults, yourself. Gift yourself, you know, it's the time of year. Also, can we just say, hi, how you doing? I was going to slyly just be like, oh my god, I just spilled it down myself. Okay, so I'm just going to put that mug down out of Klutzy Hannah's hands and let's get straight into it. So first up, 101 Dalmatians, the 101 Dalmatians. This is by Dodie Smith. I'm sure you all know the story of this. I'll link down my full video review on it. Oh my god, this book is just so gorgeous about these dogs hunting for their puppies, and oh, I've done a whole video review on it. Oh my god, did you hear that spine? Girl! So in my edition of the book, it's got these gorgeous illustrations and you get so many nice editions of this book. So read this. It's set around the Christmas time. Christmas Day is like a joyous day within the book. It's absolutely gorgeous. Next up, one for like a children's picture book or like adults, because I got this for myself. How the Grinchy Stole Christmas. I'm sure everyone knows the story of this. The illustrations are all done in black and red and they are just the coolest thing in the world. I think Dr. Seuss is so like trippy with everything he does. Absolutely love this. So that would be a great like stocking filler for a child. Look at me, like a little child expert. Next up we have Little Women by Louise M. Alcott. Now this isn't one of my favourite books. This isn't a book that I'd be like, yeah, I love it. But it is a cosy read. And I think around the Christmas time, like that's our time off work during the year. Like for some of us, it's the only time throughout the year that we have actually like a week off work solid. So it's quite nice to snuggle down with a book that's cosy. You're not going to have to think too much of it. There's not like great peril throughout the whole entire book. It's just snugly read. Also Christmas is in this, so I think it's beautiful for that. I then have The Bay, Quentin Blake. But not just Quentin Blake, it's A Christmas Carol by Charles Dickens, illustrated by Quentin Blake. It is absolutely gorgeous. It's a big book, so it'd be great for children, but great for adults as well. If you're like me and you just love Quentin, oh my god, like, oh my god, look at those illustrations. It's also a great gift book for a friend who likes Quentin or Charles Dickens or a child, anything like that. I then have another Charles Dickens. Dickens is great around Christmas time because his work was serialised in newspapers. I feel like it's got a lot of filler within it, which makes it cosy. So I quite like books that get to the point and don't have a lot of filler in it. But around Christmas time when you want to unwind and just maybe want to read one book around Christmas, you don't want loads of different reads, it's quite nice to have Dickens because you know he's going to have little poetic things in there and little bits of cosy filler, and often the characters go up on complete tangents and they're like, I once knew a man called Bob. And like 30 pages later we're still hearing about Bob, who has nothing to do with the plot, but at Christmas time it's quite nice. This is absolutely genius, this book. So this is Great Expectations by Dickens. Picture the scene. It's about, you have a little boy called Pip. He lives with his sister who's not very nice, and his sister's like husband who is really nice, but he's poor and he's going to be a blacksmith and he wants to be a man. He wants to be like a man in the city and have a good job. So he goes into a fortune and there's this woman called Miss Havisham where she's sitting in like a decaying room in a decaying wedding dress because she was jilted at the altar, and so she just is stuck in time now with everything decaying around her. It's incredibly sad. She has a little girl called Estelle, and Pip and Estelle become good friends, and then Pip all of a sudden gets some money off a complete stranger. We think we know who the stranger is. Let me just say it first, I'm not going to spoil it. And he goes off and he gets like wealth and fortune and everything, and then he realises that he's desperately unhappy because now he can't go back to his old life because he doesn't fit in with the working class people anymore, but he can't fit in with the people that are around him because he wasn't born into wealth. And it's really about the class system. You need to read this. Absolutely. Read it like any time of the year, but I think Dickens is good for Christmas. Another children's book is Search and Find Pride and Prejudice. So it's a gorgeous cloth bound book. And what you do is you have to find the characters. So you have a little list of the characters and then you have to find them in the ballroom, and it's kind of like Where's Wally but for Pride and Prejudice, and then at the top it has a line from the story. And I think if you like Jane Austen, this is a good thing to have within your collection. It's absolutely gorgeous. But if you have a child that you want to get more into classics, this is a good way in enticing them on long car journeys, you know, when you're travelling to go and see family on Christmas Day, and like the Boxing Day car journeys when you, well, who watches Boxing Day TV? Like, it's so much good TV, but every like year you have something to do on Boxing Day, like a family member to see. Those TV companies and sort their lives out anyway. So that would be good for the car journeys for that. I then have Favourite Christmas Carols, and I absolutely love this book. I think it is one of the most beautiful things I own. So this is by Michael O'Mara Books. Gorgeous illustrations throughout, and it is the sheet music to Christmas songs. So you can see here, this is Hark the Herald Angels Sing. You have the sheet music, so you can play it on piano. You then have all the lyrics, and then you have a really nice picture that corresponds something to do with the song. So this is filled through of different songs. I think if you're trying to learn piano, this is perfect for you. If your child is learning piano, this is perfect for them, and it's just a gorgeous book to have. I'll tell you how I did it. People might think I'm a bit sad. But on YouTube, so this one, like While Shepherds Watch, I just typed it into YouTube and there was a choir singing it, because every single song is on YouTube. And I played it and I was like going along with the words and getting all Christmassy. I had my candles lit. I was like, oh! So yeah, that's how I did it. If you feel like doing it like that, it also has a little ribbon to keep your mark. I think that's really cute. We're nearly done. I have an Arthur Miller play because Arthur Miller is my favourite author, playwright. He was spectacular. This is Death of the Salesman. And why I think it's a good Christmas read, right? Christmas is not in it at all. People normally don't think of this as a Christmas read, but around the Christmas time, I feel people always after Christmas happen go, oh yeah, Christmas wasn't what I expected it to be, and you know, it's just one day, and they're always disappointed by Christmas, and their expectation of it is so much higher. And I think it's because they think there's going to be like this big joyous momentum, and like everyone's going to be Hark the Herald, and like it's going to be amazing. But it's just a day in the year when you give each other presents. Like, I love Christmas, but I think the season around Christmas is better than the actual day. And this is about a man who is a salesman, and he's thought his whole life, I'm going to be a millionaire, I'm going to be in fortune and all this, and then he's coming up to retirement and he's realising that he is not going to be a wealthy man. He realises that he's ordinary, like the majority of us. So I think to do with Christmas Day, because I always read this around Christmas time, is it's like, don't put expectations on things like that, like things will be what they are. Also, this is good because he thinks that money's going to make him happy, and his wife Linda in this, she's like, we've got 2 beautiful sons, we got a great house, like you should be happy you have a loving wife, and you're not happy because you want money. And I think around Christmas, people are often like, I need to buy my children loads of presents, and they need to have a massive stack of presents, and that's going to make them happy. My happiest memory is from childhood, and sorry to my parents because they obviously did like buy me presents and stuff. They're going to be like a grateful little beast. But my happiest memories are my dad used to take me around in the car with my mum, and we used to go to the houses in the neighbourhood that had lights up, and just sit outside the houses in the car, look up at the lights, next house, and that's my happiest memory for Christmas. I don't actually remember the toys, I don't remember the stuff, but the spirit of Christmas, listen to me, the spirit of Christmas is a lot better than the actual things that I received. So I think that's a good book for this, and to kind of keep you, if you're worrying about you haven't got your children enough stuff and all sorts of stuff, read this. This will give you clarity within life, so read this, really good. Oh, talking about clarity for life, listen to me, a book that is a great gift book and has helped me so much, and I don't even know how to talk about it because it's so gorgeous, is What I Know for Sure by Oprah Winfrey. This is an advice book. I've read it now in its entirety, and oh my god, it was so moving. So this is Oprah telling you about her life and what she's learned from it. So they are all stories from her life. Some are incredibly sad, and sometimes she's like, I made some terrible mistakes by staying in that relationship, and I wasn't a strong person like you might think I am. And I just love the honesty. I think this is stunning. She also talks about advice she got from other people, like Maya Angelou and her were very good friends. And Maya's advice is just stunning within it. So buy this book, it's gorgeous, it's got a little thing to hold your place, it's a lovely like cloth bound book. Buy it for yourself. I cannot recommend it. Oh my god, and at times I have like turned to that book when things have been happening in my life, turned to it and used the advice. It's helped me so much. So last but not least is Christmas Cats. Yeah, I don't know why I was saying that, I'm sorry. I just love Christmas. So anyway, this book I was talking about before, it's Christmas Cats. It's by Lesley Ann Ivory. Lesley is a artist. So she'll have a picture of a cat, and then she'll have something from something that's not hers. So this here is from Thomas Love Peacock, and it's an extract from a book. There's a lot of extracts from Dickens' work. And then underneath that she'll have who the cat is. So it's a cat within her life. Friends' cats, neighbours' cats, her own cats, her son's cats. She stalks cats and draws them. That's basically what happens, and it is the most gorgeous thing you will ever see. If you have a cat lover in your life, which I'm sure a lot of you do, or if you just love cats yourself, then, you know, my favourite one, Octopussy. with Christmas decorations. That is my favourite one. Just how much sass. Just like, hi, I'm over here in my wealth. How you doing, girls? I love this. I think it's gorgeously made. I think Leslie is an amazing illustrator. I know that you have cat lovers in your life because you read books or you're a cat lover yourself. Buy this for yourself. It is stunning. Oh, the end is near, and this is the end of my Christmas video. That was really cringy. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed this Christmas video. This is my Christmas video of the year. I hope you enjoyed it. I love Christmas. I hope you have an amazing Christmas. I hope you read and buy these books because they're absolutely stunning. So tell me down below what books you're going to buy, if you're going to buy any, or if you have any Christmas book recommendations for me. Let me know, and I'll see you very soon for another video. Bye. Also, shouting at you there, sorry. I do that all the time in conversation. When I'm like, see you later, bye. And then I'm like, wait, are we still on for Thursday? It's it's a very odd thing I do. But if you don't celebrate Christmas, maybe you just don't celebrate it because you don't like the season, or it can be a hard time of year for people, or maybe you're a different religion, so you don't celebrate Christmas. These books, a lot of them, can still be enjoyed, even if you're not religious. There you go. So it's for everyone, not just for Christmas, but it is really good for Christmas.
And a Merry Christmas!